Happy Sabbath. Um, okay, this mission report is about a person called Susharet from Thailand. The title is called "The Only Living God." It's very nice, but it's a little long. So be a little patient and be a little attentive. Uh, so it's about Susharet, a person who is from a non-Christian background, how he accepts the Christian faith, and it is mainly how uh, 213th Sabbath offering 26 years apart, how useful it was in laying a foundation for the Adventist Church. So let's look into it. So it says that Susharet arrived at 7-day high school in Thailand with a promise. So he made a promise to himself. He told himself, I will stay in the dorm, but I will never change my religion. So basically, he had joined a 7-day Adventist school in Thailand. Um, and the reason why he chose to stay in that Adventist school amongst all the other school was because it had a dorm facility. So if you see Susharet, this particular person, he was from northern part of Thailand, which was like 1,000 kilometers away from his school. So what he did is he chose to stay in that Christian Adventist school, but he had decided, whatever it might be, I will not listen or get involved with Christians. Um, so I'll not change my religion. So Susharat had been raised in a non-Christian world religion. The majority of Thailand's population belong to a same religion. So that religion is nothing but Buddhist. So when I googled about it, 92% of Thailand people are Buddhist, and remaining 5% is Muslims, and hardly 2% is Christians. And if you look specifically, only 16,000 people are Adventist in the whole of Thailand. That is equivalent to 0.02%. So, but if you, while we look at it in a deeper way, we see how beautiful the journey of Christianity was into Thailand. So, so he says at the Adventist school in Susharet was fascinated about world civilization class. So in school, probably we all will be fascinated with something or the other, which is more liking towards us. So this person called Susharet, well, he was more fascinated in school about world civilization class. Now, world civilization class means overall saying of how the basically they tell how man evolved, or how you know man started to colonize, or how the evolution started from old stone age till new stone age. It's basically he was fascinated about that. But there is one interesting fact here. What he liked more was, in Bible class he was astonished to hear a prophecy about the rise and fall of major world civilization in the book of Daniel. So you all know how the rise and fall in school. What they teach basically, what he was interested, he was fascinated about two things. One was world civilization. That was like I told, how in schools we have taught like how from old stone age to iron age to all blah blah blah, and we come to the new age. So this one thing he was astonished, but in the Bible school he was fascinated more about how there were basically five kingdoms. And that was Babylon. This is not mentioned, but he was interested to know, okay, in school it's been taught one, but in the Bible it's been told about the rise of Babylon, Medo-Persia, Greeks, Romans. So he was fascinated how they rised. They were in their top power, and how did they fall. So he was very interested about these things. So I'm hearing these two in classes. So in one same school syllabus is teaching one, but the Bible is saying something, the rise of empires. So he was more interested in it. Around the same time, he noticed an headlines in newspaper about the 1967 Six-Day War. If you all know about this, so it's a war which Israel, as a small nation which had formed in 1948, and the whole Arab world was against Israel, and they won the war within just 6 days. Now, so this took him by surprise. What is this that such a small nation formed in 1948? Um, they're in the top of their power. How? Against the whole Arab world. Now, if you see, uh, to just give you an idea what Arab world is, we might think Elon Musk or some other person is the world richest person, but the Arabs, they don't disclose how wealthy they are, the kind of oil wells they have, or whatever their riches is. So that is the kind of richness this Arab world possesses till date, and all the latest innovations, or they're trying to attract here. They're like, come to Arab, come, we will give you so much, so much. So that is the kind of power. In spite of this kind of power, Israel defeated the whole Arab world with 6 days. So he was fascinated. He was taken by surprise, like, how did they win in 6 days, a country formed in 1948, the older neighbors. So he wondered about the origin of Jewish people. So there he starts to get the interest about this Jewish people who defeated the Arab world. So in the same Israel as in the Bible that we are studying in the Bible class, he thought. So he could correlate. Israel defeated the Arab world in 6 days, and this is the same Israel that we are reading in the Bible classes. So he searched for more information, and he found a book about a Jewish people written by a Thai philosopher. Now, this Thai philosopher also is a non-Christian, like this person Susharet, and he had recorded Israel's history over thousands of years. So he could relate. A person relates to a person more when they are of the same background or something of same similarity. So he found more interest because someone of his class or his background is writing about Israel's thousands-year old prophecy. So what he started doing, he started to search more information, like, and eventually Susharet thought about his own family religions and wondered, is the God of Israel the true God? He starts comparing with his religion and Israel. So then on, he started reading the Bible, and he learned that the God of Israel had pleaded with his people thousands of years ago not to bow down to images of stone and wood. So he found this amusing because the God is pleading with, he's not commanding, he's pleading, come out, come out, come out of stone worship, idol worship. And Susharet's religion bowed down to image of stone and wood. So he learned that the Bible taught that the God of Israel was the only living God, not formed by human hands. Jeremiah 10:10. Uh, but the Lord is the true God, He is the living God and the everlasting God. So while reading the Bible, I think um, in his research, Sushar had found this very fascinating. So, so he takes up one step ahead. So what he does is he signs up for a Bible lessons. Sushar had signed up for Bible lessons from Voice of Prophecy. So this is something that I understood is back in 1961. This the Adventist mission, they started up something known as a Voice of Prophecy. At the time, the Voice of Prophecy had a flourishing presence in Thailand after receiving a building in Thailand's capital, Bangkok. So Thailand's capital is Bangkok. So they set up, you can see the amazing work of God that with the help of a 13 Sabbath offering several years earlier in 1961, uh, they got this building in in Bangkok for Bible purpose. So Sushar had finished the Bible study in just a week and decided to give his heart to the true and living God. So we saw that how first part of the 13th offering helped in 1961 to get a building in the capital of that country, Thailand, Bangkok, where Susharet, he took up a Bible studies for just 6 days, and he got to know more about God. So this was the first part, how first 13th Sabbath offering helped. And now he decided that he wants to give his heart to Jesus. So then he goes to his home and he asks his father that he wants to take baptism. And so his father was very furious when Susharat asked for permission to be baptized. So his father says, if you want to be a Christian, go to the Christians. He said, you don't have to come back home. So Susharat said, I would come back if his life didn't improve under the living God. So then on it says, I believe he never went back. I believe he never went back. And so Susharat has no regrets. He went on to earn a bachelor's. So he starts his journey from then on, is what I believe, is what is my understanding by reading this. I believe he never went back to his father like the prodigal son. So Susharat, to his biological father, I mean. So he says, Susharat says he has no regrets. He went on to earn bachelor's and master's degree in theology and a doctorate in missiology. So he has worked as a pastor now, and he's been a communication director for the Adventist Church in Thailand and a regional director for Adventist World Radio. Now his desire is to reach others about the living God. So probably in Thailand he wants to reach out to say about the living God. Today he is teaching at the Asia Pacific International University, whose campus in Thailand was built with the help of 13th Sabbath offering in 1988. Is it not so amazing? First 13th Sabbath offering in 1962. They come into the heart of the capital city, Bangkok. They come with the building, and now they come up with a university with 1988 13th Sabbath offering. So he tells his student that Christianity entered Thailand more than 200 years ago, and Adventist Church arrived when a literature evangelist began to sell book in 1906. But despite that move, more than 100 years presence, the church membership is no more than 16,000 people. So the rate is very, very low. If you look at the graph, he says that only 0.02% of Thailand's population of 71 million, there is only Adventist is 0.02 out of 71 million. This country, this is one of the most difficult countries in the world. So Susharat says that it's one of the most difficult countries. In some places, Satan is doing his work through resistance and opposition. But here, Christianity is welcome, but cultural belief in satanic agencies is strong. So probably Christianity is welcome. So my understanding is people accept it, but tradition is like a religious liquor which people are not able to come out of it. So he says that satanic agency is strong. We are not fighting against flesh and blood. We are fighting with evil spirits. We are fighting with Satan himself. We need more workers in Thailand, is what Susharat says. And he thanks. Thank you for your faithful 13th Sabbath offering that have had a major impact in the lives of people like Susharat. Asia Pacific International University, where Susharat teaches, has provided a Christian education to thousands of students. Since 1988, 13th Sabbath offering helped build its campus. Every year, students from non-Christian homes are baptized at the university. The Voice of Prophecy building, which opened in Bangkok with the help of 1961 13th Sabbath offering, has since been demolished. But other church buildings have taken its place, and its influence continues to reverberate through the lives of Susharat and others. He says, thank you for your thank you for planning a generous 13th Sabbath offering on June 28th that with God's help will also have a long-lasting impact. Thank you.